Hi everybody, I'm Colette and today I'll be telling you about the story of flour. Flour is a powder most commonly used in baking. It's mainly in things like cakes, bread, and pastries. Flour is a staple used all around the world. From wheat on a farm in America to be used in birthday cakes in China, like most food products, the process isn't simple or short. Flour starts with wheat, a cereal grain. The main producer of wheat is USA. Even before the seeds are planted, they are treated with fungicides to control disease of the seeds, with insecticides to kill insects who try to feed on the plant, and with hormones. The moment it starts to stem, wheat is harvested by a large combine machine. Some smaller crops are harvested using a scythe. These machines are a great example of flour's environmental impact. When the fuel from this machine is burned, it releases harmful chemicals into the world. CO2 is one of the main chemicals damaging our air from these machines. It adds greenhouse gases to our atmosphere and, in a large picture, adds to global warming. After being harvested, the flour is then shipped off to factories to be turned from wheat to flour. When a shipment is arrived, it is initially sampled out of the truck by a probe vacuum. If the samples pass quality inspection, the truck dumps the load into a conveyor that removes the wheat of impurities, such as sticks and grain dust. It is then stored in silos until milling time. There are many different types of flour, so the next step is to blend together different types of wheat for the type of flour being made. After going through many purifying machines, it's time for the wheat to turn to flour. To grind the wheat, tall factories put it into a slow tunnel going down through many different grinding machines on different floors. It is then put into a tunnel that uses controlled air currents to make the light flour to float above the gritty particles and separate them. The wheat will rotate through all of these until it is ground finely enough to be considered flour. The mills then test out the quality of the product by baking it and testing out the flavor and consistency. Just before packaging, the mill adds vitamins and minerals to replace the ones lost during harvest. The product is then supplied throughout the countries or shipped overseas to be sold in different continents. Many people believe that flour is a natural product, but this is not entirely true. Methylparathione, chlorpyrifos, and glyphosate. Although these chemicals have been approved and considered safe, we should try to reduce our exposure to them. Besides increasing the toxic load in our bodies, these chemicals can increase our chances of neurotoxic diseases and cancer. Farmers also apply hormone substances that control the growth of the plant. No studies have proved that these hormones are harmful, but there is evidence proving the dangers of increasing our hormone intake. To farm with economic sustainability, wheat farmers rotate crops to create sustainable soil, monitor irrigation to conserve water, and reuse organic material as fertilizer. Grains in North America are heavily subsidized by the government, which means farmers are paid by the government a set amount of money regardless of the quality of that year's crop. This is a controversial subject because a lot of people don't agree that their tax money should be going to farmers. In 2013, the Canadian Wheat Alliance invested $97 million over the following 5 years to improve the profit of the Canadian wheat industry, advance the development of crops, and study ways to efficiently use chemical fertilizers to improve environmental sustainability. Human health is one of the most important issues of the 21st century. In North America, 35% of adults over 20 years old and 20.5% of teenagers are obese. So how healthy is flour? It all depends on the type that you buy. White flour and grain flour are the most common types. White flour is bleached to make it appear whiter and only contains the endosperm, while grain flour contains all three parts of the kernel, the bran, germ, and endosperm, which gives it a lot more protein and fiber. If you're focusing on your health, grain flour is the way to go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've learned something from my video and your perspective on the life cycle of flour has changed. Thank you.
Audio Jungle.